Hello and welcome to the 18th episode of Renaissance Weekly, so glad you could join us. For those who don't know what the Renaissance Club is a non-profit rehabilitation clubhouse for adults with mental illness. We are co-anchors Michael Closius and Michael D'Annunzio.
Hello, Mike. What do we have on the show today?
I'm glad you asked. Today on the show, we have another recipe corner with Kathy Closey, another poetry corner with Ashley Cormier. First, we got a weather report from our very own weatherman, Walter Villagore. Walter, let's go with the weather.
Thanks, Mike. This week's forecast is Monday, mostly cloudy, high of 49, low of 34. Tuesday, showers, high of 42, low of 34. Wednesday, partly cloudy, high of 52, low of 34. Thursday, partly cloudy, high of 51, low of 39. Friday, showers, high of 49, low of 37. Now back to you, Mike.
Thank you, Walter. Today is National Chocolate Mousse Day. There is a dish that speaks of deep richness, a thick, creamy substance comprised of that most decadent of flavors, chocolate. This is the day dedicated to the most delicious of desserts. This isn't a day for delicacy, though. This is the day to completely immerse yourself in this dedication to culinary debauchery. Julia Child is known as having created the perfect chocolate mousse, including dark brewed coffee, butter, bittersweet chocolate, eggs, dark rum, and vanilla extract. This chocolate mousse day, let your creativity shine. In French, the word mousse means foam, and this is an apt description of this dessert. Being light and frothy, or creamy and thick, it all depends on how you prepare this scrumptious treat. Though the origins of this delicacy are largely unknown, it is known that it was a popular dish in the 18th century in France. However, the first written record of its appearance is actually from an exposition in New York City in 1892. The recipe first started appearing in Housekeeper's Column in 1897 edition of the Boston Globe. The recipe actually produced a dish with far more in common with chocolate pudding, instead of the more familiar foamy treat of this day. It wasn't until egg whites were introduced to the recipe, parted from the yellow yolks. It was an art form to create the mousse, as it was necessary to hand whip it at a consistent pace for a long period of time. It wasn't until the electric mixer was evolved that it became common to produce the proper consistency. There are many recipes for a chocolate mousse, all of them introducing different combinations of flavoring and toppings, all in the attempt to produce the perfect mousse flavor and consistency. The first step of creating the perfect chocolate mousse is, of course, utilizing the best possible chocolate available. There are many ways to celebrate this day, among them being served chocolate mousse to your family or bringing them into your office. A challenge can be laid out to these co-workers to bring their favorite chocolate mousse, whether it's an old family recipe or one of their favorites from their confectionery shops. There are those who claim that the perfect rendition of a chocolate mousse is based in simplicity. The very basis of the most French cuisine is to create a panoply of flavors using only the most basic of flavors and techniques. The most basic of chocolate mousse recipes, just 5 ingredients, is as follows. 11 ounces of chocolate, dark is the preferred method, 6 large eggs, 2 ounces of butter, maybe a little more, 1.6 ounces of sugar, and a pinch of salt. The recipe is remarkably simple on the surface, but the importance lay in processing it exactly. You first need to melt the chocolate with butter in a double boiler, waiting until the top presents with a silky shine. While this is going on, you'll need to whip the egg whites with the salt, and then add the egg yolks with the sugar, complete the mix with the chocolate, whipping all the while. After this, you'll need to place it in the fridge for about 6 hours. This is the most basic recipe for chocolate mousse, and from here on out, it takes a little more than your innovation to produce a special blend all of your own. There are so many directions you can go, though you must be careful in maintaining a proper balance of ingredients to keep the consistency. Vanilla extract is a popular additive, as are various rich, dark alcohols such as rum. But we don't believe in that here, do we?
No rum. Extra rum. Well, double recipe corner today, huh?
Yeah.
That's funny. Today is, excuse my throat, I'm recovering from a sickness, so a little scratchy today. So today is World Party Day, people. Party. World Party Day is based on the idea that peace is not the opposite of war. Okay. Merely its absence. The real opposite of war is party, and War Party Day aims to signalize a massive worldwide party to celebrate everything that's good and optimistic.
I think Pinkie Pie would appreciate this kind of holiday.
Yeah. Vanna Bonta, did I say her name right?
No.
Yeah. Almost certainly had no idea when she wrote Flight, a quantum fiction novel, that the idea in the book of a global human celebration would really take off. It has, though, and people celebrate it in all sorts of ways. pass the food, and turn up the music. It's a common slogan on World Party Day. But it doesn't really matter how you celebrate, or even whether you celebrate alone or in the company of people. The premise is everyone in the world is join in party. So you can really do anything you like as long as it involves celebrating the joy of existence and is legal in your state or country.
Good point. Good point.
Today is April 3rd, and if you have a birthday today, you celebrate it with the likes of Hollywood icon Doris Day, turns 95 today. Happy birthday, Doris. You are great. Jane Goodall, considered to be the world's foremost expert on chimpanzees, she turns 83. Wayne Newton, Mr. Las Vegas, he turns 75. Tony Orlando, lead singer of the Tony Orlando and Dawn, turns 73. Alec Baldwin, oh, God. Alec, sorry, folks. I just cringe every time I hear that name.
Oh, no.
Best known as Jack Doherty on 30 Rock, as well as current host of the Match Game and the star of the upcoming movie, or if it's in theaters now,
It's in theaters now.
Boss Baby, turns 59. David Hyde Pierce, best known as Niall Crane on Frasier, and Cecil Trollwinger on The Simpsons.
It's Duoliger. But
And funny little side note on that, both characters, are played a brother of Kelsey Grammer's character, who was Sideshow Bob in Simpsons, and Frasier. So kind of funny that they kind of work together as brothers in two different things. Eddie Murphy, best known as
did you say how old he was?
Oh yeah, turns 58, folks. Eddie Murphy, best known as the voice of Donkey in the Shrek series, and the Clump family in the Nutty Professor movie. He turns 56. Adam Scott, best known as Ben Wyatt in Parks and Recreation, turns 44. Ari Spears, comedian best known for his time on Mad TV, turns 42. Colby Smolders, Smolders,
Yeah, there you go.
best known for playing Robin in How I Met Your Mother, great show, as well as Agent Maria Hill in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. She turns 35. Damien Sandow, former WWE superstar and currently wrestles for TNA under the name Aaron Rex. He turns 35. Amanda Bynes, best remembered as a member of All That and host of the Amanda Show. She also in the film Easy A and She's the Man and Hairspray 2007. She turned 31 today. Jesus, I feel old. Haley Kiyoko, who starred as Velma in Scooby-Doo, The Mystery Begins. She turns 26.
One of the best adaptations of Scooby-Doo in live action, in my opinion.
Elsa Fisher, best known as voice of Angus in Despicable Me, turns 14.
I believe it's pronounced Agnes. It's
Agnes.
a girl's name.
Oh, it looks like Angus. Agnes. Oh, yeah, Despicable Me, Three
Yeah.
Daughters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sue me, I don't watch them. Marlon Brando. Possibly the greatest male actor ever. I'm not reading what it says here, I'm just saying. He is, I'm not even going to list, because he has been in everything. You know, he died in 2004, and he would have been 93 today. And if you don't know who he is, you need to go watch some movies with him in it. Washington Irving, author of the classic short story The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, and Rip Van Winkle, who died in 1859. He would have been 234 today. Speaking about today, that leads us into our next topic on this date in history with Michael Closey.
Thanks, Mike. Today in history, in 1860, the first successful United States Pony Express run from St. Joseph, Missouri to Sacramento, California begins. In 1865, during the American Civil War, Union forces capture Richmond, Virginia, the capital of the Confederate States of America. In 1882, during the American Old West, Jesse James is killed by Robert Ford. In 1922, Joseph Stalin becomes the first General Secretary of the Communist Party of the Soviet Union. 1933, first flight over Mount Everest, a British expedition led by the Marquis of Clydesdale and funded by Lucy Lady Houston. 1936, Bruno Richard Hauptmann is executed for the kidnapping and death of Charles Augustus Lindbergh Jr., the baby son of pilot Charles Lindbergh, aka the Lindbergh baby. You may have heard of that.
No.
1955, the American Civil Liberties Union announces it will defend Allen Ginsberg's book, Howl, against obscenity charges. In 1968, Martin Luther King Jr. delivers his I've Been to the Mountaintop speech. In 1973, Martin Cooper of Motorola makes the first handheld mobile phone call to Joel S. Engel of Bell Labs.
It's still muted. They can still hear it. Like, what the heck?
Passes through the walls.
Anyways.
In 1975, Bobby Fischer refuses to play in a chess match against Anthony Karpov, giving Karpov the title of world champion by default. I wonder why he did that.
He became very, what's the word? Insane.
Oh, jeez. Well, in 1981, the Osborne 1, the first successful portable computer, is unveiled at the West Coast Computer Fair in San Francisco. It was like literally this big. It was so huge. In 1996, the suspected Unabomber Ted Theodore Kaczynski is captured at his Montana cabin in the United States.
Wow.
In 2000, United States v. Microsoft Corp., Microsoft is ruled to have violated United States antitrust law by keeping an oppressive thumb on its competitors. 2007, the conventional train world speed record is set. A French TGV train on the LGV established high-speed line set an official new world speed record. In 2010, Apple Inc. released the first generation iPad, a tablet computer. And in 2016, the Panama Papers, a leak of legal documents, reveals information on 214,488 offshore companies.
That's some interesting stuff. I was not aware about those dates in history, Mike.
You're welcome. You know, Mike, here at the Renaissance Club, we do a lot of work. We also combine work with pleasure, which is where our social events come into play. Last week, we had Netflix Movie Day and played Clubhouse Jeopardy. Now, here's Ashley Cormier and Larry Settles with Poetry Corner. Ashley?
And 3, 2.
Hi, welcome to Poetry Corner this week with Ashley, and I have a new host now, Larry.
Larry, nice to meet you, everyone.
Today we have like 3 poems today to read and everything else. The first one is by Donna Tarrant, and it's called Spring Glories.
Sounds pretty.
Rosy sunrise, cloudless skies, butter yellow daffodil, gracefully sitting on a windowsill. Ice and snow melting, fresh air and soft rain mixing, fertile brown earth with patches of green, a beautiful spring scene. A time of expectation, a time of inspiration, a time of ending, a time of beginning. Thank you, Donna. That was
beautiful. Like, it was vivid. I love the ending. It like just made me think of springtime.
yeah, it's a good way to celebrate spring since first day of spring was Monday.
Though it's very cold out right now. Doesn't feel like spring.
Tell me about it. It's supposed to warm up soon.
No, she did an awesome job. It was expressive and beautiful.
Yeah,
I love the last
sure
line.
did.
So I have a poem to write. It's called War Against Stigma. Underneath my skin lies pain untold. Memories reside in the depths of my fragile heart. Unbreakable and undefeated, I'll conquer time and space till life stops picking on me. I won't ever change who I am. Pain won't make me run away. I'm walking along this path waiting for a brighter day. I lay in darkness, slowly tainted by the shadows that haunt my every step. I am a broken man, still living in a sad world. Life has beaten me down over and over again, but will never do it that again. It is time for war. The battle will be waged and won by me. I won't slip into insanity. I won't let depression take me. I will continue to walk into the future of hopes and dreams, walking till I am whole once more. I will always be flawed. I accept my demons, my faults, and all. So I will battle through the stigma until I'm fully in control of my own body and mind. Mental illness will not define me.
Very deep and very true.
Really? What do you think about it?
Very. I loved how were talking about with the walking alone, how you're walking alone. That's how I usually feel sometimes. And being in the dark and everything else. Hence why I'm dressing like I'm dark, but I'm not. Just dealing with a lot of stuff. It really is truly.
Dealing with
incredible.
mental illness, honestly, is a very hard thing to deal with. It's a lifelong illness.
Yeah.
You'll never get over it, but you can beat it. You can be in recovery and keep being strong.
Yeah, if you can also get good friends too to be by your side to help you get through it. That's like me. I have a lot of good people to help me get through it. Hence, my co-host right here,
Yeah.
Larry.
with support.
Exactly.
So let me hear your poem.
Okay, I have one. It's Am I That Girl? I'm the girl who hides behind a smile every day. I'm the girl who has a tough exterior. But that's not who I really am. I'm the girl who has a lot of problems but doesn't share one thing. I'm the girl who keeps everything bottled up. Sometimes I just need someone to talk to. Someone to care about me. Someone to listen to my problems. Someone to hold me when I cry. Someone to love me. Nobody knows the real me. Nobody knows what I go through every day. Nobody knows what I have to do just to make it through the day. Nobody knows that I'm the girl who isn't who I say I am. And I'm the girl who will cry herself to sleep every night. I'm the girl who cares way too hard. I'm the girl who loves so deep. I'm the girl who can never end up happy in the end. The one who wears a heart on her outside instead of in. Who's always getting hurt and tossed aside like trash. Sometimes I want to die. Sometimes I want to run far away and hide. Sometimes I wish I could have a better life for myself. Nobody wants me or loves me. Nobody cares about me and my feelings. I'm always that girl getting hurt in the very end.
Can I have a hug? That was so beautiful.
Yeah, you can.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're definitely a strong woman, not a girl, because you know what, that takes skills and passion and a lot of strength to write that.
Yeah.
I think you did a beautiful job, and I'm happy I know you as that girl
Thank
and that
you.
woman.
Thank you. I usually channel all my feelings and emotions into my poetry. That's why my poems get deeper and deeper each week. But I guess that's all the time we have for today. I'm Ashley.
And I'm Larry.
Thank you guys. We'll see you guys next week.
Thanks,
Bye.
Ashley. Now it's time for Kathy Closey with her recipe corner.
Hello everyone, this is the Recipe Corner. I have a recipe from our neighborhood Chinese noodle house on Chelmsford Street, and the second location is on Middlesex Street. This is their spring rolls. You dip rice paper wrapper in a hot water for a couple of seconds until pliable. Take one cooked and chilled shrimp that has been cut down the middle and place on rice wrapper, pink side facing down. Step 3 is place a cooked, chilled, thin slice of pork atop the shrimp. Step 4, place a handful of shredded lettuce on top of the pork. Step 5, take already cooked and chilled vermicelli rice noodles and place on top of the lettuce. Step 6, take 2 mint leaves and place on top of the rice noodles. Step 7, fold both sides of the rice paper roll over evenly. Step 8, take bottom of the rice paper and roll over entire paper is rolled up until it's rolled up like a burrito. Serve with peanut dipping sauce. Well, this has been Recipe Corner. The recipe will be up after this. Back to you.
That sounds so good. I'm gonna have to try it. Thanks, Kathy. So, Mike, why was the little strawberry crying?
I don't know, Mike. Why was the little strawberry crying?
His mom was in a jam.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. I'm Michael Colosi.
And I'm Michael D'Annunzio.
Thanks for joining us here once again for Renaissance Weekly. Remember, folks, life always offers you a second chance. It's called tomorrow.
Bye. Hey!
Blooper.
Bad.
Okay.
This episode is brought to you by Subway.
Catchphrase.
Hey, Mike, how'd you get that shirt today?
Oh, my friend Ozakira actually drew it and made it, and selling them on Spreadshirt.com.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Link in the description below.
Nice. My shirt is actually from Nami, from last year's Nami Walk. It's in remembrance of a woman named Amber who died, unfortunately, at the age of 20. So, you know,
very young.
fight the stigma.